back to the second episode of the Tech Guide. Today we have a couple of topics in our hand Twitter, from Twitter to Threads, and some also giving our predictions on Apple event WWDC happening. I think Tuesday, or I think on 10th. No, on Sunday. It is happening on Sunday. So let's just get started on today's episode. Start with Twitter. So Twitter is taking away the abilities to see what posts other users have liked. So if you don't know, or if you are not a Twitter user, so in your profile you have a section called likes, where people can see whatever like posts like Twitter tweets, images, whatever the post you have liked on Twitter. There is a part that is always seen by other people. People can see even. So Twitter is allowing, so Twitter is removing that. So from now onwards, I think it has not, I don't, the thing is, it has not probably done for the all users. It will be coming slowly, and will be done to all Twitter users, but for right now we can see. But the this new update on Twitter says is that whenever the new, so the new update says is like you can't see what other people's have liked, or what other people's are, or in their profile basically. So you personally can see what you have liked in your profile, and you can see the like section, but other people from where they are, whoever you are following, or even like who are coming to your profile, can't see the likes that you have liked, whatever post you have seen. And so the interesting article, what I mean, the reason why this, so I dug into it much deeper, try to like why this now is, like why. And and I read an article on Verge. So it says is like, mm, I will just, so Verge has written an article over it, so naming X is hiding likes to encourage edgy engagement. Okay. Soon you won't see what posts and replies users have liked on the platform in order to protect their public image. So the reason it has came forward that to hide likes in there from the, like from other people saying what you have liked uh, l- it says it's a change. The company director of engineering, Hofei Wang, I have pronounced it well, says it is meant to protect users' public image because many people feel to discourage like edgy content. Edgy content means people have found couple of high profile people who have lots of follower, have like especially porn videos, and is like especially porn videos, or like for instances, the official account of Texas Saint Ted Cruz and Chinese ambassador to the UK Louis Zhang, sorry for wrong pronunciation, both have like pornographic content, while ex Corp CEO Elon Musk was found to like transphobic posts on his Twitter. So uh, that's why to encourage people to like more edgy content, so people can't see, okay, he has like that kind of type, he's like that kind of post to see hide from. But okay, let's see. It is a privacy, I think. It should have, I don't know, but I'm using for Twitter for more than an year right now. I started recently only, like the past year only. I think I don't mind much. My all of social media accounts are mostly open. People can see whatever I liked, obviously. But and I have never come in my mind. There has never been an instances there is like, okay, should I like this kind of post or thread or images like that is edgy. I always like that kind of, like I we are more into text, so it's not much edgy content there. But s- I have seen people, the people who I follow or people on Twitter, especially, there are lots of bots, form bots basically, but to hide people's image. Let's see, because like it, uh, this new hiding likes is coming to their transparency. Like people, like Elon Musk wants, Elon Musk says people should be more engaged and not be afraid whatever they like or dislike on Twitter. So, so the thing is, okay, I like it. I think it should have been for, it should have always been like that. You should have always been, you should always have an option to choose to show your like whatever you liked or not. I think that's a good uh, thing to do. But I had a question in my mind that I've written here. Like, so Instagram started this also a feature, not a feature. I won't call it a feature, but Instagram, whenever you watch reels, in at the bottom of the reel you say like by the person you follow basically. So if you follow a specific person, even if you like not just friends but even celebrities, influencers, you can see the reels liked by them. It is not specifically liked by them, you are just scrolling reels, and whatever the reels you see, if they have liked by the people you follow, then it shows like by, let's say, like by mkbhd, like by, like these people, like whatever I people follow on Instagram. So my point was like, so is Instagram showing me the reels that the people I follow that they have liked it because of that, or Instagram is just showing me this reel because I like this kind of content, and I just right now I'm just saying the this reel also is liked by the person who I follow. This is what algorithm is right now. So what I mean by this is like, I was like confused when this first started rolling out, when I started seeing like by this person, that person, commented by that person, and I was like, is this reel showing in my feed just because that person or people that I follow is liked, they liked it, or is this just to indicate, okay, the reel you are right now showing also is also liked by that person. Yeah, so I was confused for a bit. I had a question when it got announced. So Instagram has also that kind of thing where you can like you can see, means like you can not deliberately go onto their accounts and see whatever the post they have liked, but at least Instagram shows that, oh, the specific reel is liked by that person, and even followed by commented. This kind of information is also displayed in the bottom of the reels. So I just wanted to know is like, the content I'm seeing is because of the people they have liked, or is it just there? Is it just like it has always been like that? In that kind of, I'm in that algorithm, and now just Instagram is just showing me that, okay, the reel you are seeing now is also liked by the person you follow, and that's it. So I just wanted to say this, like, that Instagram also have this feature. I don't know how, if you can turn it off in the settings or not, that the reels I like do not show it to others, the people I follow. But it should definitely have an option, the post and the post and the likes. I definitely, like, for some people, like if some people see a certain kind of content and you came across and you get reels recommended just because that person is liked by that, The the thing with Twitter is just because the reason why it is hilarious to me right now is because Twitter has lots of porn bots, and we are coming to the next news of Twitter, obviously. But the thing is, people, Elon Musk is saying, or like Twitter is saying, like public likes are incentivizing the wrong behavior. For example, many people feel discouraged from liking content that might be edgy in fear of retaliation from trolls or to protect their public image. Soon you will be able to like without worrying who might see it. I think you obviously definitely have that option, but Twitter, you have definitely bigger problems from that. The thing is, the reason why they roll this feature as fast as possible is just because is it just because Elon Musk liked a transphobic image, photo or post, or like high profile people are liking pornographic content on Twitter, and people are seeing that, oh, that person has liked it because, and that's why Twitter is feeling pressure from those people, like those kind of high profile users, to hide likes, give this kind of a profile like feature. Let's just see how it goes. But the next news from Twitter here is like X has now new rules that officially allows porn. So after seeing this, uh, basically the news when I first it popped up in my timeline while I was scrolling on Twitter, it was like, first of all, it the porn is already there. NSFW content is already there. Why? What is this feature doing right now? Like, why even? Like, is this just official announcement that we can't get rid of those bots and they will officially be on our platform? Is this what they're trying to say? So I will read here the tweet, uh, tweeted by Safety account, I think, from of Twitter official. So the tweet says, we have launched adult content and violent content policies to bring more clarity of our rules and transparency into enforcement of these areas. These policies replace our former sensitive media and violent speech policies, but what we enforce against hasn't changed. Adult content covers our approach to sharing consensual sexual content, and adult nudity. Violent content covers violent speech, violent media, allow for more holistic approach to combating violence in all form. So this was tweeted by Safety account on Twitter. So they are now officially allowing people to let upload their. It's like just it is just like merging with OnlyFans. People. The thing is, those people are already there. Even uh, except porn bots, like even if you exclude those porn bots on Twitter, there are already people of OnlyFans who are trying, or even artists like who draw, like NSFW artists also are there already. So this new feature, so sorry, not feature, but this new policies officially allows people to post in uh, officially announces, but under explicit content you have to, whenever you are posting those kind of content, regularly, if you are a regular content post, if you post those type of content regularly, especially the accounts from OnlyFans who are, I don't know how porn bots are going to get ruled out from this. Like, are they, like, if people who do not uh, put those posts under those explicit content and put that, yeah, are they going to get banned? Are they going to get like automatically banned from the app if they don't uh, Are they going to get banned or what? I mean, so the article on Verge says, what article? Let's see. So the platform will require users who regularly post NSFW content to adjust their setting to mark the images and videos they post as sensitive content. X rules apply to all adult content, whether AI generated photo, graphic, or animated. By default, users who aren't 18 or haven't entered their birth rate can't view NSFW material. The new rules also ban content promoting exploitation, consent, non-consent, objectification, sexualization, or harm to minor and obscene behaviors. So, so the people who are posting those kind of content have to be under the banner of uh, they have to be under the banner of NSFW content post. Like there will be option, I think, in their settings, so they could turn on to mark images and videos they post as sensitive content. It is already there. Yeah, Twitter has already a option to mark the post and videos you post in in under sensitive content. And so whenever those kind of posts come into your timeline, you can you don't see the post or videos. It first shows it is a sensitive content. Then you have, if you want to see it, then you have to click on the show, I think, icon there, and you can see that post images videos that are sensitive. So they are officially allowing it right now according to the new policies. But like, okay, if they are officially announcing that, then what about the porn bots? Is like, if those porn bots, they are not humans, they are just like accounts set by someone, 10 to 15 accounts, and those kind of accounts are just posting regularly porn videos on Twitter. Yeah, or even images directly from, yeah. And how are they gonna get reduced from these kind of things? Is like, if they don't you know uh, put their post under those sensitive content, then are they going to get banned automatically from it or what? But my I also found a tweet by Elon Musk who did a reply. So on Twitter, I screenshotted it. So Pearl Davis on Instagram, sorry, on Twitter, uh, tagged Elon Musk in her tweet and says, "Hey Elon Musk, if you are going to allow porn, would it be possible to have a function that allows us to use X without being exposed to it, porn-free mode or something in bracket?" And to that, Elon Musk replies to that tweet, says, "This is our top priority." So seeing this is quite a bit relief that at least the user who do not want to engage with those kind of content, even under the explicit content banner, is a good thing. At least whoever don't want to see it on their timeline, at least at least we are whenever you are using Twitter in public, you can just go to setting, and at least we should have an option to toggle off it. Why don't why wasn't it, why isn't this is their top priority? I don't know. He just tweeted it, this is a top priority. It's like, I think this kind of feature should be, this kind of feature at least, especially allowing the explicit, not just porn, but edgy content, should, like, we should always have an option on social media of ourselves to not, to just not get recommended, but completely not see those kind of content in our timeline. Especially I don't want to see uh, that edgy or porn ever, like, except like not even porn, but also edgy content on my Twitter timeline. Like I'm just a tech guy who wants to see whatever is happening on internet about tech, what, yeah, tech stories, people interacting with each other. That's the thing what I like about Twitter. But I think this should have already been there. Let's see how this is at our top priority comes faster as we can see. I definitely want it to be at least in this month to be added in our settings option to just completely disconnect with those kind of content. But one thing, like people who are not using Twitter is right now, I will definitely say is that, so when I first started using Twitter is like it has been like last in April, it has been 1 year complete on my Twitter timeline, like on my Twitter. And so Twitter was good for first couple of months when I was using it. So I will also say this, that the day I started using Twitter was the time when during Elon Musk has taken over Twitter and he just bought it. So that was, so I do not know how Twitter was before Elon Musk was on before Elon Musk taking over Twitter. But one thing I will say, especially initially 1 or 2 months of Twitter were so good. Like I was finding so many people with the interest, so many people, so many good accounts on Twitter. But I don't know why. But after a couple of months, I just stopped getting those kind of accounts in my timeline, you know. Then I started getting meme pages, meme videos that are, you know, those kind of meme pages that post every single meme on their every single social media account same at the same time. And just you just get flood of meme images, meme videos or viral videos on your Twitter timeline. And it's like you are just tired. You see those on Instagram, you see those on Twitter. It's like I have seen it, like you are just seeing that one meme floating around everywhere on every platform. And I was like, where are people on this platform? It's like, is this platform dead or what? And yeah, it was after a couple of months after I was using it. And then I had to deliberately like mute those all meme pages. Yeah, even though I like watching meme, it's not that I like watching memes, but it comes in our timeline so much just because people engage with those meme pages majority of the time. You just get on your especially for you page of Twitter only those memes only. So if you want to, if you are want to use Twitter right now, downloading or you just started using Twitter, I will highly recommend, if you don't like any kind of account you see on Twitter, if you want to improve your algorithm, just mute those accounts. That is enough, and Twitter algorithm will know you don't want those kind of views on your timeline, and it will not show. And my right now my Twitter algorithm is good, and I'm quite enjoying it. But here and like I see a couple of times some the porn bots in the reply section of a specific popular tweet, especially under Elon Musk tweets only. There are so many meme pages just posting their memes, and uh, and you go even under those meme pages, you will show OnlyFans account or even porn bots of Twitter. It's like the experience can be horrible if you have to improve it on yourself. These were a couple of these were up like so these are some of the like main updates I wanted to talk about, especially about Twitter. There is lot always going on there, but we will keep it small only this time. But couple of small updates happened last week is YouTube's like button was broken, especially this like, yeah. So YouTube's like button isn't, yeah, it is a verge, it is a, yeah, it is a Verge article that says YouTube's like button isn't broken, it's just hiding. So what happened when like it was there for a day or two. So whenever I was watching YouTube on my laptop on browser, so whenever you go to the like button, the like button was not showing there. The dislike button was showing, but a like button was not showing. It was in a black color, so you can't see that. Yeah. And I was like, when you even click on those, you can't see that is it liked or not. But YouTube says it wasn't broken, but it was just hiding. It was just black out there at the specific. It has been happening for specific, like, there are some issues on YouTube browser because it was not happening on YouTube mobile, they say. Some of the, like, major of the people face that, and people were talking about on it on internet, but it has been fixed now. But yeah, it was hiding black. So another topic, another news is ChatGPT. ChatGPT was crashed down last week for a couple of hours. I think when I was using it, so the thing was, it was around, I don't know the date specifically. I think it was on Monday when ChatGPT, when I was using at afternoon period. So the website did load up. It was not that website was not loading. I go to the website of ChatGPT, it loads up, but my history of whatever I have done was not showing up. And I was like, okay, I think it is just because of a bug, or the website has fully not loaded. So then I gave my something like little bit of prompts that I was searching for, and then typed it and searched for it. It just couldn't do it. It's like you can't send a specific, have a conversation. You're like not even having conversation, and you are not seeing your uh, history of chats with ChatGPT. And I thought it was from my only, but like my internet was gone back. I gone at that time, and I was like, okay, I thought it was my internet problem. But after seeing next day, a lot of people had that problem. Even Varsh did an article over it, that even people had some issues with Gemini, Claudia, yeah, Claudia, yes, Claudia, and Perplexity. They were also having issues, but they came back as fast as they could. But ChatGPT was blackout for majority of time. I think for 4 to 5 hours. I think I was not been able to use it. Yeah. ChatGPT, yeah, in this Verge article, they say it has already happened in November last year. It was an attack back then, but for now, this time we don't know what was happened. Basically, why it was uh, not working. One thing I wanna talk about ChatGPT is like when they recently launched ChatGPT 4.0. Reviews is coming next week on this podcast only. But whenever I'm using the mobile app, and whenever I want to use the voice assistant on ChatGPT, majority, like if let's say I'm using it for 4 to 5 times a day at minimum, and from those 4 to 5 times only it works only 2 times, max to max 2 times. Yeah. Whenever you go on ChatGPT app, and whenever I select on voice assistants to work on it, it just says connecting. And it, after some point, after like it takes 10 to 15 minutes just to get connecting, and after some point it is just like connection problem, try again later. It has happened to me quite a couple of times. Today even also I wanted to use the voice assistance of ChatGPT, but I can't, just because it was not connecting. I don't know, because I don't know what was the problem there, because the internet was good. The 5G is available here. Even my internet is, I was using Wi-Fi even now today. I was just testing, is like, is it working today? Like for past couple of days, the voice assistance is not consistent with its work. Yeah, but when it works, it's totally fast. It's like you are having back and forth conversation like humans. But when it won't work, it won't even work. It's like it won't even connects you to the server. It's like it won't even get start conversation. You know, that's the main issue I'm facing on the voice assistant on ChatGPT. The new 4.0 model ChatGPT voice model hasn't been given to everyone right now. I don't know if they will give it to everyone, because they have given the, you can use chat GPT 4.0 on, I think, giving prompts and getting answers from it. But in voice assistance, I don't think you can, at least for now, have it, because I can't see it on my app or even my laptop here right now. But I'm I'm testing those kind of models. Even I'm testing Gemini, the newer Gemini, and also we are testing uh, other models of other AI models like ChatGPT or Gemini. Let's see. But right now, I think my go-to is Gemini. Majority of the time, I use it Gemini only, because ChatGPT sometimes it is not working, and it sometimes also says that to me is like whatever I'm asking is not able to answer my questions sometimes. Yeah, but the main, they are faced, like ChatGPT is facing, OpenAI is facing a lot of problem. They have a lot of bigger problem, and I just want them to work out, because you know we are getting, it's like last year I was like twice in a week I was using ChatGPT just to get work. But like when you get used to like work with these models with Gemini, ChatGPT, you get so used to it, especially whenever you have this kind of researching or even some creative thoughts you want to brainstorm with. It's like ChatGPT or and Gemini are best. And if sometimes it's like I'm using it for on a right now for on daily basis, like for getting ideas or even getting asking complex questions too, like reversing reversing questions like back and forth, like how it stores our chat history, like can it recall my, like I try to use only one chat for longest period of time, and then I try to recall the first chat I say on that chat is like, can it be recalled, is it that good that can recall the first chat we had on, like for last month or even last 2 3 months ago, and can it call back it right now. Is that those kind of things I'm trying to test it, and it is been good. But on Gemini side it is working fast and it is consistent. But on ChatGPT, first of all, this last week the server down, the voice assistant not working, and sometimes the website is also doesn't load that quickly. So I'm just like having basic problems with that using ChatGPT. It's just like gateway of using ChatGPT is higher difficult for me right now. So these are some basic things, but full review of this chat gpt's model like chat gpt, Gemini, other models, I think we can do it on next week, or I will do a main video, basic separate video or separate podcast over it later on, because Gemini is a newer model, and when they announce at Google I/O, the app, I think the app is also coming for iOS right now, or is it there, I don't know. Like let me check it. I will definitely make an We will definitely make an um, podcast over it too. So this was chat gpt, YouTube. So speaking of AI, Windows new AI feature that screenshot everything labeled as a security disaster. So you recall last week we were like, if you have not heard the last week episode, go on Spotify, we have uploaded it there, or it is also available, it is also available on our newsletter. You can go and uh, not watch it, it is not video podcast, it is audio, but you can go and hear it. We talk about my whole Microsoft event, the specific features that we like in that Microsoft event. And we also talked about it last week, was a function called recall function. So if you don't, I will just basically tell, it's just a function on your Windows PC will be there. Whatever the things you will be doing on your PC will be recorded not recorded, sorry, what are the uh, movements you will be doing on your laptop or PCs on Windows will be get screenshotted time to time, and it will store on device, it says. They say it is stored on device, and when whatever you want to search, like let's say, uh, I search about uh, a camera last month. I don't know what camera it was. I just remember it was a Sony camera. Then I can search, okay, Sony camera, and it just shows me whatever the Sony's cameras I have been looking on my laptop for last couple of months. You can like set your even timeline. You can set, okay, cameras that I have searched on Google, and it will just show the Google results, and even you can Google screenshots, and you can even uh, swipe up on the timeline. You can go back on your timeline. How, like if you remember you searched 3 months ago, then you can just scroll the, you know, uh, scroll the bar back to 3 months, and it will show it. And it is a good feature. That is what we want to do. That is, we always wanted to have on our laptops, that laptops to tell what we do on them. And also, uh, it was like a feature that we always wanted. And but obviously, when I heard this feature, I was like, that is the greatest thing I always wanted on my laptop. And people on the internet were, oh, then what about the security issues? And I was like, oh, uh, I didn't even think about it, about will be our security issues with those features. And I was like, okay, let's see what other people's, because it is, the Windows, it is only will be available on the Copilot Plus PCs. And those laptops are not out yet, and I haven't seen any reviews out also. But uh, but I am excited about that feature. But some people on Twitter, let me pull up the article here. So a security researcher named Kevin Beaumont has found that AI power feature has some potential security flaws. So the recall feature I just told you right now, what it does is screenshot everything you do on your laptop, and uh, it stores locally. It it stores locally on your laptop. So it is a big, there are a lot of technical things on here. Rather than going into technical things, I will simply say here, he says that the access to those screenshots, those data that has been stored, of like doing constant screenshots on your PC, it is it is so much easy to access that anyone can hack it. Even hacker can even, like, even he says that hacker don't even have to hack your PCs, like going to in depth of your PCs, going to search for those uh, screenshots. It is so easy. Those things are stored in plain text uh, format only. It is not even coded. It is not even protected by any like layers of security. So he says if it is so easy to just to access for me, then the people, the hacker, even like if whenever there is a, like if say a malware virus come to your PCs or laptops, it will be so easier to just to those viruses to track the whatever things you are doing for in your laptop for past couple of months, when the feature has been started. And it is concerning to think about it. And Microsoft hasn't given any kind of statement over it, I think, right for now. Till while I'm recording this, Microsoft hasn't given any kind of statement for this. But he says like it is a big security risk for users to use it. And let's see, I am just like excited to see this feature to work out. And before that, we are seeing this kind of, I was like, uh, basic I was hoping, or not was just hoping, but not to be like, it should be good, at least in terms of security, because But like I was excited about this feature, but the thing here, what I see with this feature, let's just roll back when like when I see saw last when I let's just roll back and like step back and see this feature in terms of just like, okay, you have a feature on your laptop that basically tells whatever things you have done on your laptop, you just have to search it, and uh, you're not even spending hours on your laptop recovering those information whatever you have done for past couple of months, years. You can just get it on in seconds right now. And just thinking about that feature makes it feel that one of the best features you can ever have in your laptop, because that's what I want my laptop to do, to tell me where are the things on my laptop, where I store them. So it was it is a great feature. Obviously there are security risks and other factors considering how we trust these kind of features. But let's see, the PCs haven't rolled up, we haven't got full reviews of these new features from other creators. um, let's see. I'm constantly looking for uh, this new, like whenever this new PCs reviews come out, I'm definitely try, we will see it, and then we will talk about this new feature recall. But I just want to tell you guys is that if you think that you are secured enough on your laptop, is like on your laptop, or even when you are browsing, or even when you are on your, when your even your laptop is not connected to internet, even the amount of information they already have is, you can't even comprehend that. Like, you, whenever you use applications on your laptops, PCs, just go into the cache files of laptop and see the files and the information, the data is already stored there in that specific application you have used. So it's not that they have, it's not that your data was first right, or like now is secure, then this feature will come on and your data can be breached just because you are using that feature. No, you, the amount of data you of yours have, like amount of data from you, like these companies have right now, is like immense. And it's not the thing, like it's not going like, and it's not going back. You are using it, even if you know, like people know that Google uses so many, like so Google uses so many data, uh, you know so many things to get our data from our mobile devices, laptops. Even Microsoft stores our data, gets like these apps also stores our data. Even try to get data, selling data, that is the main thing on the internet, is like they make money over that. But and the right now is just like it was happening for past decade. Whenever you are connected to the internet, it is just now you are seeing those things from the apps that at least now, according to the new rules policies by these companies, like from your European EU's, from European Union, from other digital acts that have been passed. Now at least these companies are asking, is like, if you want to track your data on your phone, while using these apps or applications to give you better experience as ad. Before that, they were not even asking and getting your data and selling it to other company and making a lots of money. So right now we are in a good position that at least we know that these companies know our data so much. So don't be in that hallucination mind that your data is safe always on your PC. Your data is all the time, even right now, if you're using Instagram, Facebook, even Google in incognito mode, even using YouTube, your data is always getting collected over them. So the thing is just that if you want, like the data will be collected, because that how internet works, that how they they get their money. But right now, as we as a consumer, as a user, we need to focus on our we need to focus on what we need. Is like, okay, this feature is great, but what we need is a great security thing on this recall feature. As a consumer, we want this feature, and we also want the security, so we always have to be in that bridge, in that fifth, like, uh, always have to be in that part. Okay, we are using this feature, so we need to know what kind of data you are getting. We need to know if our information is safe on this device. Is like, even from Google, like reading, like, is Google is reading my emails from like Gmail app, or even is Google selling my data from incognito mode. That was like question for a lot of people for like couple of years, and the last year they broke it and say is like Google always has been collecting data of incognito mode, even after saying that we won't, like, even after saying explicitly on their app, whenever you go to search incognito mode, like, we are not collecting your data. It has always been there. So data is, like, don't be in that thing, like in that mindset that data is not being collected. It has always been that the amount of information they have is crazy. So there are other platforms all over, the like other search engines, other let's say search engines. If you want to surf on internet, there are other search engines. You can they collect, at least they collect less data and have more transparency than Google, we can say, definitely, because we don't have that much transparency in Google services, with Google services and their consumers. Like, people still want on internet answers from Google that even Google employees are not even sure of. Even Sundar Pichai will be not able to answer that question, because Google is now such a big company that not every employee in Google will know what, like, even if you ask them a question, are they this kind of question, like, is Google reading my emails, or even Google, like, this kind of, is Google collecting data from this way, this that way, like, they won't be able to answer this question. So that, because that company has become such a big thing right now, and it will always be there from this, especially from these big companies. They're big, they will become so much big that even they don't even control these data they have on their servers over there. But there are, like, it's not that there are not other options over internet. There are other browsers, there are other, like, you can say, servers, VPNs. You can try to at least do not sell your data, like, at least to protect your, at least personal information, you know like, I think recently Linus Tech Tips Ltd made a video named, I think, de-google your life. How how you can de-google, like, get off from the like Google services, just because how data they collect, and go on to the other services. I will link that video down below, and you just go and see that video, and you will understand how much data they possess, and how much efforts we have to put, even, just to protect our data from the internet. If you want to protect your data from the internet, just go and watch that video, and you will understand how much data has been collected, and what kind of, at what levels you have to go to protect your data, if you want to do de-google your life. I will highly recommend it, that video, but link in the description. I really liked it. So let's see. Okay, what we are talking, oh, this recall function, let's see what happens. The thing is, the laptops are not officially out. I am waiting for reviews. We'll see how these reviews works, and how this laptop works, how to see reviews, and then I will recommend you some of the reviews if you want to see them. But that is all with the AI thing, I think, for this week for us. Yeah, I think, yeah, Chat GPT, we talk about Windows AI feature. So Last thing I want to talk about, not last thing, but second last thing I want to talk about is the new threads feature. Missouri just not just is like this week announced a new threads feature. We will talk about it. So talking about threads this week, Missouri, the if you don't know, he is the one who handles this social media, threads and Instagram. He's the head of the he's head of these platforms. You can also follow him. He is on all platforms. So a couple of things they announce, not couple of things, but I have a couple of things to say. They announce an important feature that I wanted for long period of time on Twitter. For like when I was started using Twitter, I wanted this feature so bad, but threads have given that feature. I'm like, thank God, at least some platform has, at least threads have it. So what this features is about is so so in this new feature they have announced is basically swapping live, right and left. So if you don't like a post or a thread that has been posted on threads, you can just swipe live, swipe left, and you you will just let them know that you don't want to see that kind of post, and it will just disappear from your timeline, and they will know you don't want this kind of post. And if you like a post and a certain kind of post, certain kind of image like post on a thread, you can just swipe right to it to like it. So it's the like feature, the like swiping right to like a thread. It's not just telling them that you like this kind of it's just like not just telling that you like that thread, but just like also telling them that like I like this kind of threads and please recommend me more. So that is what this feature is all about, like swapping left to the not like I don't like this kind of threads, swapping right to I want more kind of this kind of post on threads. So this is a good feature because like I don't always want to go into the settings, or not in settings, like go always have to go tap on that thread, tap on those three buttons, and just like always muting those accounts that I don't like to that I don't want. I just want a simpler way to like swipe up, swipe left, swipe left, right, sorry, swipe left to that, so that I just like tell them that okay, I don't recommend this kind of post to me, and swiping right is like recommend this kind of post to me more. I like this feature. I wanted this on Twitter when I started using it for last April. I was like, it would be so great if I can just swipe left so that I just don't like this kind of threads on Twitter tweets only. But it's not there, but it is available on threads right now, and I am also I am. It is not rolled out to everyone. I can't use it right now, but hopefully it rolls out as soon as possible. So I think after threads, Instagram announced that they are doing unskippable ads on their reels. I think, yeah, reels only. Yeah, unskippable ads. Like we, at least we know that like unskippable ads are disasters, and we know that like internet has shown that unskippable ads just get like just see how YouTube gets trolled over this their ads, like even their ad showing algorithm is so good, but even after that people so much trash about it just because it is unskippable. Sometimes like 30-second unskippable ads, people just don't like the unskippable ads. People will watch and 10-second ad with 5 seconds skip button. Yeah, or even people will like, 30 seconds ad, but with like 5 seconds skip. Like, I personally like those kind of, like, if there is an ad coming on my YouTube video that I'm watching, it is 30 second, and if that is ad is skippable, if that ad is skippable, then I just like if I just ad is skippable after 5 seconds, obviously I will skip it. But like there have been a lot of instances that is like, okay, I like this ad, I want to see this, like, okay, what is this about? Because YouTube's ad algorithm is such a good that it provides just just the things I want. Okay, it's not saying that I just like to watch ads. I don't like to watch ads majority of the time. It's just whenever I do, like, majority of the time I don't have YouTube Premium, and it's like I'm used to it on at least on YouTube for like first period of the of my time I'm using it. But ads on Reels, unskippable ad on Reels, you can't scroll, you can't just like avoid it. Just scrolling up. First of all, Instagram ads are worst for me. I will definitely say. First of all, there is that always one game ad that is always showing me. Yeah, and first of all, I don't like that game. I have already always all I think more than 100 times I have told, not told, like, uh, option out it as not interested ad. I don't want that ad to always be on my timeline. But even after telling 100 times on Instagram, I can't get rid of that ad. Yeah, like Instagram ads are the worst. First of all, even in reels, even in between stories, like there is always an ad after seeing two stories of like two stories from two different people, and there's like swapping, there is like a third story of our ad, of an ad. Like even scrolling down on posts, whenever you whenever you open Instagram, when you scroll, there are always, out of five, there are always two ads in them. So why you have always, like, you have integrated ads in every section of Instagram, on your reels, on in between stories, in between posts. Then, like, why? Like now there are unskippable ads on reels. You can just can't skip, like you can't skip that. It's like so, it's like so frustrating. I think it will be good for those people who is like, okay, like I just don't want to see this ad, and just get off the ad, and so sorry, get off the Instagram, and just like do not use it that much, or all the day. Yeah, and also the thing of this ads is that the Instagram ads are not good. Just like I said, like how YouTube's ad algorithm is such good, like it provides whatever the things I like in ads. Like let's say I like about more about much about tech, so it gives me ad about new services that are coming, like these hosting platforms for my newsletter, this WordPress, or even these new games, especially as like when you play a lot of games, you also get a lot of ad from them. But ads on, because I don't mind getting ads on 1 hour, or 1 hour, more than 1 hour videos. Like majority of the time I'm watching on YouTube are podcasts and long form videos like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and like like hour to hour podcast. So I don't mind getting ads in between them. But if I'm watching just a 60 seconds reel, or not even 60 seconds, like 30-second reel, even in that 30 second, I just watch that 30-second reel to that 10 second portion only. If I don't like, I just scroll it. Like if I'm getting in between those kind of reels and ad, the people will get, not just me, the people will also get frustrated. I will pace down my voice. Yeah. So I don't know what will happen. I think Instagram will watch and see how people react to this, and they will they will say that people are not liking it, and they will remove as quietly as they can afterwards. I think I haven't. First of all, I haven't came across any kind of unskippable ads. So let's see who. like they are testing it. For whenever they test new features, they test in majority in US only, America. Yeah, then Europe, then Asian countries majority of the time. So that was all about Meta, like Instagram and Threads, the features they announce, features and other disaster thing they announce. But let's just hope we don't get unskippable ads on Reels, especially when you are watching a 60-second reel. Like, dude, why? Every 1 minute you are getting an ad. But okay. But another thing I want to talk about is the Threads web version of using Threads. I think this is what I want a web version of any platform should be, you know. So I will here's the screenshot of how it looks, the Threads version. So if you can see here, if you can see on my web version of Threads, is like there is for you page, following page, and a saved not page, three blocks of, it's like a phone screen, like as a it's as a it's just divided those three parts so well, and I can just serve individually on these three parts. I can refresh individually on these three different, like at least for you and following. I can at least I can like, okay, I don't want to get refresh for you page for now, but I just want to refresh following page, and it is just so neat. And the most sufficient, like the most and the best, I think this web version of any social media platform I have ever seen. It's like even Twitter doesn't have this, like kind of like, I wanted so much, wanted so much flexibility while I'm searching on Twitter, especially on web server. And majority of the time on Twitter or even Threads, work on my I spend it on my PCs only, on laptop, on web browsers only. So I want a more fluid experience, and that is what Threads is giving me right now. Like yesterday, I used Thread for more than half an hour. It's just like record for me. Yeah, and that is what I like. Is like I was just like, it was such a good thing. Like, okay, I'm just like searching from for you to following page, whatever the things I like. I'm just like saving it, and then on this, like on the third slide, you can see the all the saved, like all things in a one place, and I can all interact with each other separately, and even in a good, it works good too. Like it is not jaggy or even like, it works good, and that is I really liked it. So I just wanted to mention it. If you are using Threads version on Windows, or sorry, not Windows, like on web browser, do try it out. It is like if you are if you are spending more time on Threads, spending it on PCs like on web browser, like it will change your life. Just try it. Like I just wanted to say that. Yeah, like my experience on Thread is getting better and better nowadays. But last but not the least here, on 10th, we have WWDC, Apple's biggest, we can say, developer conference. And the majority of all, we are looking what they are going to do with AI. Because last year, they didn't do much of it, because they are not that company who just jump right into the train of what is going on all around tech. There's like just like a big, so much a big company, just like how like Samsung did. Like they didn't, like obviously Samsung gets launched in January most of the time. Last year also this launched in January. AI boom, AI influence got more in the mid a year of the last year, we say, I think. But this year Samsung did their AI features, and those were great. Integrated AI features on their mobile devices. Those are great, but the thing with those AI features, what I what is the most, I think what I got really most frustrated in the end is like, after I heard the news, is that this all AI features will be working till 2025 only. It's like if you are going, if you are buying, it's like they're till, I don't, I think till 2025. So till next year only. So if you are buying a phone now, or even buy, if you have buy S24 Ultra now, you can only use those new AI feature like for like 1 or 2 year only. And like, why? It's like we are buying $1,000 phone from a company, and you won't be able to get those features for longer period. I'm like, that was weird decision. I don't know why they made it. Also another decision, also the features they integrated on S24 Ultra, especially circle to search. Majority of the people are using circle to search, but circle to search is will be available globally for all Android users, so it is not specific for now for S24 Ultra. And but let's talk. So why was I comparing to it Apple? Because Apple always, whenever the new features are announced, they always make a big, I think they always make a big deal, or even uh, they announce small features like, uh, how I'm gonna say it is like, let's say it's like, there are those kind of companies who will not announce hundreds, like 20, like not 100, like 10, 15 features at a once and just like use it. They are that kind of company who are like, okay, here are the 3 4 features that we are introducing at WWDC this year, and this is how you are going to use it. And they show that feature to use it as how we can use it as coolest possible way. That tap to share feature on, like, from iPhone to iPhone, it looks so cool, the animation is so cool. Even though I have not used that feature with anyone majority of the time, but that feature, the way how they shows it, feature looks cool, is cool. But obviously not most people can't use it just because it only works for iPhone to iPhone. So obviously they are gonna, obviously we're gonna work with only their own ecosystem. But about AI, for, I think rather than going predictions about what kind of features I want, or what they will, what they are going to introduce, I think they should work on majority on Siri. Yeah. And because it is not good, Siri is, they just work, they have fundamentals on their, like, their phone is already so good. They have all lidar sensor on camera, the camera is so good. So what I want to them to announce, that like use these basic things, like if you're good in cameras, good in video capturing, you have those lidar sensors, like can do like 3D rendering, capturing things. Like we want that features readily available to all global users. Like right now, even though iPhone is so much powerful, people are just like using it to do motion capture, and uh, motion capture, like building, like having 3D set, 3D recording a set and making it in a 3D with the help of lidar sensors. There are a lot of things can be done with Apple, but the thing is, it is not that much readily accessible. Like as a common iPhone user, like as a common whoever, like the common people who use iPhone on daily basis, those features are not like, especially the cameras, it is same old. This is same old design for like past couple of years, like 2 3 years. Like they haven't changed the camera interface that much. And what I want is like, just work on your basic. Like if you have such a good camera, such a good sensors, then why not put AI into it and give us features like making 3D picture, like giving 3D like environment, like while capturing a photo. Or even you already have Siri for past decade, like why not make it good? Just like like I just want to use Siri more than, I just want to use Siri, like more than just like just setting up an alarm. That is the only thing that Siri can do for me. Yeah, even like it doesn't even search Google well. So Apple has the fundamental things right on their devices. Just work on this feature. Like if you have Siri, make it good. If you have good so much sensors, cameras, make get AI integrated into that. You already have like the Notes app, Reminders app. Make it good. You already have a translator inbuilt on your like device. Yeah, like there is already they have already have a translator app. Like why not make it good? Like why not make it voice translator? Like how like Samsung announced like live voice call Samsung Talk. Just like make your basic perfect. I just want them. I just don't like. I don't want something out of the world. I just want them to work on their fundamentals and give and integrate AI in those things. It's like cameras, Siri, reminder app, notes app, translator app. So even photos app, like their photos app, like Google Photos app is such a good Photos app. I will far better from how traditional Apple Photos app looks. Even in terms of editing photos, or even like it's just better in terms of not look, in terms of not look wise, but in terms of feature wise. It has such a good like one type feature is like enhance that. Google Photo has such one type enhance your features, enhance that photo, removing background, those kind of things. Like why can't iPhone have that? Like edit, like good editing features are in uh, their Photos app. Like just like then we don't have to get multiple photos video editing apps like Snapseed and like other, yeah, Adobe. So just work on fundamentals, like rather than making something out of from the ground, making something new. I want them to work on these specific features. But apart from that, we were also having rumors about Apple working. Rumors is like majority, like people are saying it's just like it is there only, like Apple co-working with Google to make these new AI features. So like I want to know, like, is there are they really working with Apple? They had just had a deal with, I think, OpenAI. No, right? No, I don't think so. So lots of people for last couple of months were are talking about Apple working with Google with new AI features. So let's just see. It is like tomorrow only, majority event on 10th, and I am looking forward to that. Be sure also to subscribe to our newsletter. I will so we will I will write in I will write it first on my newsletter, and then I will post it on Monday. Monday's newsletter is going to be about Apple's new WWDC events features and whatever the things they announce. And in detail, we will talk it on Power Star podcast next week, Friday, obviously. And thus, sorry for not uploading last 2 weeks the newsletters, just because we are working on this podcast for last 2 weeks. Like I'm especially on this production line, so the newsletter didn't came. But from next week, regular podcast, regular reels on sorry, regular regular newsletter from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be coming. Do subscribe to our newsletter, link in below in the description also. And I think that's it for like this week's episode. We will see you, not we will, I will only. I don't think if Nishant is going to available on next week or not, but I will see you in the next week, Friday, about talking WWDC aftermath. Okay, see you next week.